Hello students, let's do probability exercise 25A. Exercise 25A is on page number 274 and we are doing question 6. There are 8 marbles in a bag with numbers from 1 to 8 marked on each of them. Okay, so let's consider these to be the 8 marbles. Now the question says that they are marbles with numbers marked from 1 to 8. So let's simply put the numbers on top here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So let's consider these to be the 8 marbles with numbers 1 to 8 marked on them. Now the question is, what is the probability of drawing a marble with number 3 and 7? That means we are having these 8 marbles in a bag. If you have to pick out one, what are the chances that we are going to get the number 3? What are the chances that we're going to get this marble? There are 8 in the bag, we're just picking one. What are the chances that we're going to get this marble, the marble 3? And the next question is, what is the probability of getting the marble that is marked 7? What are the chances that we have of getting this marble? So that is the question. So let's begin. Total number of marbles in the bag is 8. So remember, whenever we say total number, we are talking about the outcomes. Then number of marbles with the number 3. Now look at the marbles here. How many marbles are there with the number 3? There is only one marble, isn't it? There is only one marble with the number 3. So let's write that. So there's only one marble with the number 3. So what is the probability of drawing that marble? So there's only one marble which has the number 3. So if we pick a marble, what is the probability or what is the chance that we are going to get this marble? Okay, so for this, remember the formula. It's very important to remember the formula. What is the formula? Probability is number of favorable outcomes, that is drawing the marble with number 3 divided by the total number of outcomes. So the chances of drawing a marble with number 3 is number of marbles with number 3. There's only one marble with the number 3. Okay, so we write 1 and this is divided by the total number of outcomes, that is 8. So what are the chances of drawing a marble with number 3? The chances are 1 by 8. Okay, the probability of drawing a marble from the bag with the number 3 is 1 by 8. Now again, what are the chances of drawing a marble with the number 7 is the next question. So number of marbles with the number 7. How many marbles do we have with the number 7? We have only one marble again. So number of marbles with number 7 is 1 and the possibility or the probability of drawing a marble with number 7 will be, using the formula, the number of favorable outcomes, that is 1, divided by the total number of outcomes, that is 8. So here also the probability of drawing a marble with number 7 is 1 out of 8. So we have both our answers here. This is the first answer, that is 1 by 8, and the next answer also is 1 by 8. Question 7. Two coins are tossed simultaneously 100 times and the outcomes are as given below. Okay, so here we are talking about two coins and they are tossed simultaneously, means at the same time. 100 times both these coins are tossed. So when they're tossed and when they fall down, you can see heads and tails on the coins, isn't it? Now, two heads, sometimes you find both the coins showing heads. So two heads were shown 21 times. So when the coins were tossed, two heads appeared 21 times. Now sometimes when you throw, one coin might have a head and the other coin might have a tail like this. So only one head, either head, one will show head and tail. And now how many times did that happen? That happened 55 times. Now sometimes when you toss the coins, both the coins will show tails. So there is no head that time. So how many times did that happen? That happened 24 times. So when two heads came, it happened 21 times, and 55 times we had one head and a tail, and 24 times the coins showed both tails. Okay, so now the question is, if the same pair of coins is tossed again at random. Okay, so now 100 times they've been tossed. Now suppose you just toss them again. what is the probability of getting two heads? Okay, so you're going to throw those coins once again, you're going to toss them. Now, what are the chances that you're going to get two heads? Exactly one head and no head at all. So we're going to find that out. Okay, so here let's begin by saying total number of outcomes. We need to have the total number of outcomes, that is 100, and number of times two heads was got. So remember, the coins are tossed and now both the coins are showing heads. How many times did the coins show two heads? 21 times. It's given in the table, so that is 21. Now we have to find the probability of getting this once again when we toss the coins again. So for that we have to write this down. Probability of getting two heads. The formula, remember the formula, number of favorable outcomes. Favorable outcomes is 21 divided by the total number of outcomes, that is 100. Now this cannot be reduced further. So this is our answer, that is 21 by 100. So if you toss it once again, there is a 21 by 100 chance that we are going to get two heads again. Now, what next question is, what is the chance of getting only one head? That is, one is head and the other one is tail. So what are the chance of getting just one head? Remember, here it is 55 times they got when it was tossed 100 times. Now, if you're going to toss it once again, what are the chances that we're going to get this? Okay, so exactly one head is the next question. So total number of outcomes we know is 100. Number of times only one head was got. That is, only head, you get one is head, the other is tail. How many times did that happen? That happened 55 times. So now we have to find the probability. If you're going to throw it once again, both the coins, are we going to get head and tail? What are the chances? So the probability of getting only one head is again by using the formula number of favorable outcomes by the total number of outcomes, that is 55 by 100. So 55 by 100, this can be reduced to the lowest term with the help of 5. 5 11s are 55 and here 5 into 20 is 100. So the probability of getting one head is 11 over 20. So the chances are more, isn't it here? So this is the answer. The probability of getting one head is 11 over 20. Then the next question, what is the probability of getting no head at all? That means when you toss the coins, both the coins are going to show tails. One tail, the one coin, and the other one is also going to show tails. How many times did that happen? 24 times. So we're going to use that. So total number of outcomes is 100. Number of times no head was got is 24. 24 times head. We didn't see heads at all, only tails. Both the coins showed only tails. So to find this probability, we have to use the formula. So how many favorable outcomes were there? 24. And which is the total number of outcomes? 100. Now reduce this to the lowest term. You can reduce it with 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. Now here 2 5s are 10 and 2 zeros are 0. Again we can reduce it with the help of 2. 2 6s are 12 and 2 into 25 is 50. So now what is the probability here? The fraction that we've got is 6 over 25. So the chances of getting something like this, where both the coins are going to show tails, is 6 over 25. So the probability is 6 over 25. Question 8. A bag contains 4 white and 6 black balls. Can we have a look at it here? So here we have a bag and in this there are 4 white balls. 1, 2, 3, 4 white balls and there are 6 black balls, all of the same shape and same size. A ball is drawn from the bag without looking into the bag. Okay, so we are not going to look into the bag. We're just going to put a hand into the bag. The balls are all mixed up, the black and the white ones. Now we have to find the probability that the ball drawn is a black ball. Okay, so what is the probability of getting a black ball when you randomly pick one ball from this bag? Because there are black balls and white balls, what are the chances that you will get a black ball? Second question, what is the probability of getting a white ball? Next one, what is the probability of not getting a black ball? Okay, that it is not going to be a black ball. So that means it's going to be a white ball, isn't it? You need to understand your question. So let's start with the first one. What is the probability that we are going to get a black ball when we put our hand into that bag and pick one ball without looking? Okay, so let's begin. So number of white balls, okay, and number of black balls. This is given to us. So there are 4 white balls, there are 6 black balls. That means the total number of balls. That will be the outcomes. Remember, the total number of balls is 4 plus 6. So let's do that. So that is 4 plus 6, which is 10. So the total number of balls is 10. Now we are asked to find the probability of getting a black ball, isn't it? So that is, we have to use this formula, number of favorable outcomes by the total number of outcomes. So probability of drawing a black ball will be the number of black balls divided by the total number of balls. So the number of black balls here is 6. So we have 6 black balls and the total number of balls is 10. So 6 by 10. Now we can reduce this to the lowest term. Let's cancel this with the help of 2. 2 3s are 6 and 2 5s are 10. So the probability is 3 over 5. So 3 over 5 fraction is the fraction, and this is the probability of drawing a black ball. So our answer is in the form of a fraction. Now if I have to convert this 3 by 5 to a decimal, I have to divide 3 by 5. I will get 0.6. And if I have to convert this to a percentage, it will be 0.6 into 100, which is 60%. That means I have 60% chances of getting a black ball when I randomly pick a ball from this bag. So the chances are 60%. So we leave our answer as a fraction 3 by 5. Now, what is the probability of getting a white ball? So to get a white ball, again we say number of white balls 4, number of black balls is 6, and the total number of balls is 10. And the probability, we have to use this formula that is given to us, and we are going to find that probability of drawing a white ball. So this time, when we pick a ball randomly, are we going to get a white ball? What are the chances? So we're going to use this formula, number of white balls by the total number of balls. The number of white balls is 4 and the total number of balls is 10. Let's reduce this to the lowest term. 2 2s are 4 and 2 5s are 10. So what is the fraction that we've got? We've got 2 by 5. So this is the probability of drawing a white ball. Again, just for the sake of understanding this better, if I divide 2 by 5 and get a decimal number, it will be 0.4. If I convert this to percentage, it will be 40%. So my chances of getting a white ball when I pick one randomly is 40%. That means it's slightly less than 50, isn't it? Not very likely that we will get a white ball. Now our answer is in the form of a fraction. 2 by 5 is the probability of drawing a white ball. Now the next question, what is the probability of getting a ball which is not a black ball? That means it should be a white ball, isn't it? So we follow the same steps that we did for question 2, where we have the white ball steps. Number of white balls, number of black balls, total number of balls, and we are going to use this formula to find the probability of not drawing a black ball. That means we are talking about the white balls. So this will be number of white balls, that is 4, divided by total number of balls, that is 10. Again, reduce it to the lowest term, 2 and 5. 2 by 5 is our fraction. So the fraction given to her that we are getting is 2 by 5. So this is a chance of not drawing, probability of not getting a black ball. That means probability of getting a white ball, and we found out that 2 by 5 is 40%. That means the chances are less. So chances are more of getting a black ball. Question 9. In a single throw of a dice, this is the dice here, find the probability of getting a number 4, getting 6, or getting a number greater than 4. So in a dice, as you can see, you will have numbers from 1 to 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Each face will have a number, and these are the numbers that you will find on the faces of a die. Now the question is, suppose you throw the die. Okay, now what are the chances that you will get the number 4? You can get 1, you can get 2, you can get 3, you can get 4 or 5 or 6. What is the probability of getting the number 4? First, let's work on that. So, the total number of outcomes, that means how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can get any one of those 6 numbers. So, the total outcomes is 6. Now, number of sides with the number 4. How many sides have the number 4? Only one side will have the number 4, isn't it? Only one side. So the number of sides with the number 4 is 1. So now to find the probability of getting 4, we have to use the formula of number of favorable outcomes divided by the total number of outcomes. So getting 4, there's only one phase that has 4. And what is the total number of outcomes? 6. So the probability of getting 4 is only 1 by 6. Because there are 6 numbers, you have only one chance out of 6. So 1 by 6 is the fraction that tells us the probability of getting 4. Now let's see, what is the probability of getting the number 6? So again, let's begin by saying probability of getting 6. Now, what are the number of sides with the number 6? How many sides are there with the number 6? There's only one number, isn't it? There's only one face that will have the number 6. So here again it is 1, and the probability of getting this is number of favorable outcomes divided by the total outcomes, that is 6. So here also, as you can see, the fraction is 1 by 6 because there's only one face out of 6. Now the next question is, how many numbers are there greater than 4? So let's first look at that. The numbers that are greater than 4. Numbers greater than 4 are 5 and 6. So let's write that. So the probability of getting a number greater than 4 depends on how many sides are there with numbers greater than 4. So how many sides are there? 1, 2. There are 2 sides, isn't it, that have the numbers greater than 4. So here number of sides will be 2. And the probability of getting a number greater than 4, use the formula. According to the formula, number of favorable outcomes is 2 and the total number of outcomes is 6. Now we have to reduce it to the lowest term. 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are 6. So the fraction is 1 by 3. So this is the probability of getting a number greater than 4. Now just for us to understand this a little better, now if I have to convert 1 by 6 to a decimal number, I will get 0.17. If I have to convert this to percentage, it is 17%. So here also it is 17%. Now if I have to convert 1 by 3 to a decimal number, it will be 0.33, and if I have to convert this to percent, it will be 33%. Now this is just for the sake of our understanding. So what is the probability of getting the number 4? I have only 17% chance of getting 4. I have only a 17% chance of getting 6. But I have a 33% chance of getting a number greater than 4. Okay, this is just for the sake of our understanding. Your answer will remain as fractions here. That is 1 by 6, 1 by 6 and 1 by 3. These are our three answers. Question 10. 100 identical cards are numbered from 1 to 100. So let's imagine that these are the cards. They're all identical and there are 100 cards and they are numbered from 1 to 10. So let's number them. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. That means up to 100. Up to 100 you will have cards. So these are the cards. Now, the cards are well shuffled. That means they are not going to be in order. They're all going to be mixed up properly. So that means they are well shuffled. And then a card is drawn. So from these cards that are well shuffled, they're not going to be in order. The order can be different. So it can all be like this. Now, can you see the first card is the number 10. The second card has the number 92 and then 5 and 17 and 2 and 33. That means they're all mixed up. It's not in order. Now, from this, if you randomly pick a card, just take one card out, what are the chances that that card will be having the number 50? What are the chances? If I pick one card from here without looking, what is the probability of getting 50? What is the probability of getting 80? And what is the probability of getting 40? That is the question. So we're going to find out the answers to that. So total number of cards are 100. It's given to us. There are 100 cards. They are numbered from 1 to 100. So total outcome is 100. Number of cards with the number 50. How many cards will there be which has the number 50? There will be only one card, isn't it? There's only one card with the number 50. That means the probability of getting a card with the number 50 we have to find by using a formula, and the formula is this: number of favorable outcomes divided by the total number of outcomes. So favorable is only one card with the number 50 and total number of outcomes is 100. So that means the possibility or the probability of getting a card with the number 50 is only 1 out of 100. Now, what is the probability of getting a card that has the number 80? Now again, how many cards are there with the number 80? There's only one card, isn't it? There's only one card which will have the number 80. So what is the probability of getting a card with the number 80? Favorable outcome is 1. Total number of outcomes is 100. So the probability is 1 over 100. So this is our final answer. 1 out of 100. Next question is, what is the probability of getting a card which has the number 40? So, number of cards with the number 40. How many cards have the number 40? There's only one card that has the number 40. So, what is the probability? Favorable outcome by the total number of outcomes. So, here again, we have 1 by 100. This is our answer. So, the probability of getting a card with the number 50 is 1 by 100. Of getting a card with a number 80 is 1 by 100. Of getting a card with a number 40 is 1 by 100, because there's only one of each out of a total of 100 cards. So with this, children, we come to the end of our exercise. Thank you, children.